Hello, welcome to Game 3 of the small game semifinals, Derpeon versus Ngober. I'm here with H-Roll.
Hey.
And we've got a kingdom. What is this way of the mouse?
Duchess.
Which is maybe the worst way of the mouse.
And there's I guess Beggar is maybe better than Duchess, huh?
If you get a Sea Hag early on for junking, like being able to play it as Duchess is not like the end of the world.
I would not take Sea Hag this game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks Monster for the subscribe. Another 3 months subscription to us here. Yeah, I like militia opening. It's going to be annoying. You also want trading posts. Opening menagerie is questionable to me. It can be quite a high roll if you can hit it, which is pretty rare. But
I don't think it's because of the way of the mouse. It's actually kind of reasonable to me.
Oh, because it can just be a
if you get
silver, and if you collide, you
can and if you get militia, it can be +3 cards.
Okay. So
right here,
CP SCH2 in this specific case with militia and way of the mouse menagerie open actually seems kind of nice, and we're going to see that from Derpeon here already.
And it's just like
but I had your same reaction. It feels like a weakish opening, but given the synergies here, it can do good stuff. Yikes. We take this.
We also have this thing where it's single buy, so we're already going to take trading posts, and we just don't really want that many silvers, and every action is better for city quarter. Also,
we want to get an expand.
I actually
quickly and expand silvers into something.
Yeah.
I think a Sea Hag on turn 5 is too slow given the amount of terminals they have already.
I think skips Sea Hag.
It's going to be tough for them to play Sea Hag and Militia in the same turn. Really, you want to just play Militia every turn. If you can play Militia every turn, they've got to start with the Menagerie, otherwise the city quarters don't activate.
So I think Ngober should have kept the state instead of copper since they have trading posts in hand.
Yeah. So again, they have to pick now between playing Sea Hag and Militia. And I would certainly play. I'd certainly play Militia here, and I'd certainly play Trading Post. I would. Yeah. That's correct. I would actually trash the Sea Hag here to buy and expand, which is a very good card for their deck. It looks like they're going to go for a Crown.
Whoa, Crown! I would take Lost City there.
I feel like either Lost City or City Quarters maybe still too early. The action density is just not that great. But Derpeon not having the greatest draws in this game.
Derpeon's deck is better, I think.
Yeah, they've just had a bunch of hands where they have too money.
Yeah.
They've not been able to find their estates for a while to trash. And this is going to be a slowish kingdom. So here I would play Duchess. Here I would also play City Quarters Duchess. I would have played the Menagerie as Duchess first, but it ended up working out. They're still in debt, which is both times they've hit 7, they were in debt. We're having to. I feel like expand is doing more for you right now because you can expand coppers into menageries or silvers into lost cities.
And I want those silvers at Lost City.
And the 2 curses are going to be annoying, but it's also that Sea Hag is taking up space in your deck, and if that Sea Hag had instead been a Militia or a silver, the attack would have been stronger, and you would have been able to hit expand earlier. But we'll see if Derpeon can't get deck control, then the curses are really going to hurt. So it's a function of if we're going to see that.
Yeah, I think most of these city quarters are too soon.
So do you trash here?
Yeah. There's not much point hitting a little extra, I think.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bad draw, though.
Yeah, but again, the decks are thick with treasures. So I definitely don't like taking the city quarter 0 money.
Yeah.
Like, certainly you could you're not going to have 8 money next turn probably, so you could always buy it next turn if you wanted to. And you're basically, if you were to hit 7 next turn, instead of paying 7 debt, you could buy a expand, which is what I want to be doing here.
Well, this did let them hit 3 this turn. So
yeah, I guess she just keep adding in menageries.
Yeah.
Maybe the deck could support a Harbinger or 2 later, but I think Menagerie is fine for now. So I think Derpeon should be quite a bit thinner at this point. I think they've trashed quite a bit more. Yeah, here's where we're saying that like we really want to get that expand. So we can turn the silvers into something else.
That's a painful one.
Yeah. Weirdly, if the game lasts long enough, those curses actually end up being gains for Derpeon. Like they can expand them into something, or they can trading post it silvers and expand the silver into something. That assumes the game lasts long enough that they get deck control, which we're about to see here this turn. If the double menagerie hit is nice, the city quarters are just barely functioning, but
is this still enough for expand even with 6 debt? No, it's not even close.
Yeah, they've got 8 money, 12.
Oh, wait, it's kind of close.
14.
Oh, wait.
No, they're 1 short.
It was close. City quarter. Ugh.
Yeah, the problem with these city quarters is you see if you start with 2 cards in hand, the city quarter is essentially useless. It's just drawing 1 card. It's just like basic village that you pay 8 debt for.
Yeah. There should have been a lot more lost cities, I think. But yeah, I guess it expands the real story. If you expand into Lost City and then play Militia, it like didn't even matter that you gave them a card.
If they discard it down to 3 and you buy the Lost City, they're only drawing up to 4. Like 3 to 4 is much less inspiring than. Also, like if they coordinated their menagerie, like they discarded down to 1 copper and you play you could buy the Lost City and draw them a copper in the next turn. Here I expect we'll just see another menagerie, perhaps. I think I might actually go in for a Harbinger here, because they have so many silvers. The menageries are not quite doing work, and the Harbinger could top deck stuff to make stuff work a little bit cleaner.
I just like the menagerie because you expect to get militia'd, and it really helps the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, that's fair. They went with their own Sea Hag, so that just feels late. Like they were slightly annoyed by the curses, and it just feels like it's late for that to happen.
Yeah.
So now we're sort of desperately saying we desperately need to expand. Imagine crowning and expand here. And then you could gain and play 2 other things.
Why did the Sea Hag not get crowned?
If they're going to crown Trading Post,
I would rather crown.
And at this point, yeah, right? Wouldn't you rather crown?
Also, just let the curse discarded.
Yeah, that was maybe not fully thought out. The Duchess lets them discard the curse that they had just gained to the top of their deck.
Yeah. So I want the expand.
Since we're in a single buy kingdom, the expand can turn those silvers into something awesome. They can turn silver into gold, and then next turn turn gold into province. Right? So like the expand lets you gain multiple provinces per turn here. So the expand is so powerful in a single game kingdom.
Agreed.
And we are seeing it. We are seeing that Derpeon is not sort of shrugging off these curses mostly. And again, for them, I desperately want to get an expand here and start expanding away these silvers. You turn silver into like Lost City, or you turn silver into gold. It's probably silver into Lost City, and then later on you can turn Lost City into expand.
Probably some crowns in there too.
You can crown and expand. it like seems very easy. Like Derpeon is 2 turns away from being able to double province, or even like province gardens or something. As the deck sizes are somewhat large. And worst comes to worst, yeah, you expand your what's a 5 cost? You expand your trading post into province, right? That feels nice.
Yeah.
I do not like the alliance.
That was so. This is. Yeah, I don't like either.
Like they built a quite nice deck. Like they were just about getting deck control and drawing deck, and then they added in 6 stop cards. I could see like if you thinned out the rest of the coppers and you had to expand and the crown.
If you needed more cards,
and you just need more cards, it certainly could be quite powerful. But I think that leaves it open for Ngober here. Again, they have 7 silvers. I don't know. I think you just crown the Sea Hag here, right? Annoy him.
Yeah.
Especially because they just had all the stop cards. There really isn't a third pile in danger of running. So,
Also, it's single buy, and do they both have expands, or does one person have 2 expands? They both have expands. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being ahead and like in single buy, and you both have 1 expand, not too worried about getting piled on, right?
Yeah. But like even if you lost the city quarter split, the expand lets you you could have gained 3 or 4 lost cities along the way, and we've got like what 6 extra silvers in these decks. So they should have expanded silver into Lost City, and then played the militia. Maybe they're going for the crown. Crown is a little bit awkward with City Quarter because crowning City Quarter removes a card from your hand that you don't, an action from your hand for the effect. So I kind of like getting a couple of lost cities just to make sure you can increase hand size.
Yeah, I would want to.
But Ngober feels pretty comfortably in the lead at this point. And again, it feels like both decks are about to start throwing in green cards before they're quite ready for them. I think you just have to get maybe a crown. I don't want to draw them an extra card at this point of the game, but I'm also seeing their hand, so
yeah,
that should have been.
They just played a Duchess, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, they didn't menagerie first.
It looks like it's going to pay off, depending on what they
draw. This is the best menagerie I've ever.
I played a game where a person had like 6 coppers in their deck and they activated Menagerie every shuffle. And I was just incredibly tilted. Yeah, so they can hit Alliance. But like at that point, they're basically saying my city quarters are not good in decks that play Alliance, right? That's the thing is you don't want city quarters in the deck that goes for Alliance.
Yes, this handed is an example.
But and Ngober's deck is also struggling here.
They've both been
duchy here, but like there's actually a decent chance that Derpeon steals this game here in the last turn, depending on what they draw. They just need to find.
Gardens
7
is
money.
3 also.
They just need to find 7 money.
7? Why so?
They have an expand in hand, so they could expand the trading post into province.
Sorry. You mean 10 total money?
Yeah.
Oh wait, they only need 8 money.
So they have win in hand now. Expand trading post to province by province. Quite a good draw. They drew all their city quarters at the top of the shuffle, but they set themselves up.
It happens.
Up well, and unfortunately, if Derpeon spots this, Ngober's going to lose this game, despite I think having. Overall, we weren't sure how we felt about the Sea Hag, but it turned out to be pretty nice, and we thought they played this game pretty well. They just had a little bit unfortunate turn on their last turn, and Derpeon had a really good turn. As we saw, Derpeon had another turn. All they could have done is buy one duchy. So one expand and 33 cards. It was at the top. So congrats to Derpeon. Overall, I think they played a little bit better. So well-deserved victory. But certainly Ngober had a good group stage, and will definitely be competing to win this game, win this tournament the next time they run it in small games. If they don't ladder up and advance to medium games in the meantime.
Yeah, it's a good set.
All right. Thank you for joining me, April.
Yeah.
And I will see you all later.